good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a nice, relaxing evening. Going to try to make it just be that much more relaxing if we can. We'll do our best to help give you a better evening than you already having. Hopefully you having it. It gives me a good evening doing this for you, knowing that I'm helping you relax and wind down for the day. So it's a mutual situation. We're all trying to come together here on evening, folks. So just kick back, relax, and enjoy your evening. Going to get to a few things here. Going to help with the community, and we appreciate you looking at us on the computer. Thank you kindly. My name's Jackie Bros.
And I'm Dunlap. Good evening.
I said good. That's the first thing I said when I started talking.
Yeah, I thought maybe they want to hear it from me.
Well, maybe you say something else. I say that, and you say...
Good morning.
No, it ain't more. Just, never mind.
Well, you don't know when people watch this.
I don't know it. If you look at it whenever you want, I guess it's on the computer. You hit a button whatever time you get up. I know some people work at night, late shift. Some people work in the morning or whatever, but you're supposed to be watching it in the evening, whatever your evening is.
If you're watching this at any time besides the actual evening, as the sun sets across America, you're doing it wrong. Turn this off and wait till evening. If you work evenings, shit out of luck.
No,
sorry.
Their evening is a different time than everybody else. If you work a late shift, you get up at 4 in the afternoon.
I don't accept that. That ain't real evenings. You need to get a better job. Get in line with the rest of the country, folks.
No, just you watch it when you watch it during your evening. Whenever your evening is, you watch it and you enjoy it. Leave it at that. Just let it alone.
And let us know when your evening is. We'd love to hear what your evening is.
Yeah.
Are you in another country?
Yeah. That's a whole different time. The sun's on the other side of the world. You don't know what. Yeah.
Now if you're watching this in another land, a lesser land, not as good as America.
Well, of course, it ain't good as America.
Let us know what time your evening is. Does it start like at 3 p.m.?
Well, I
don't know.
We appreciate you watching, but we're more concerned with American evening than anybody else's. People in other countries do different things in the evening.
We don't disregard you completely.
No. Just, as far as...
But you're number 2.
Priorities, you just gotta,
America's up here.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is...
Yeah.
Down here somewhere.
It's up there in the world, right there. We point on the map, wherever you at. All right, we'll get things started on here. Let's do it right now with Community Calendar. Community Calendar. All right, got a lot of good things on Community Calendar. I'm excited. If you're in this community, again, if you're watching this overseas, this ain't going to mean a thing to you except maybe see a little slice of life, a little southern living. And it ain't going to hurt you to do that, but if you're in the Rutherford County area and you're anywhere around here, Nashville, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, in that area, they're just going to do you some good. Just stuff you won't know that's going on here in the community. And, of course, this week's an exciting week. I tell you what, it's going to be the Poison Berry Festival. Yes, sir. Yeah. It's going to be a Poison Berry Festival. It's delicious, delicious poison berries. Come out, there'll be, pies. There'll be cakes, anything you can make with a poison berry is going to be delicious. So come out and get you about a poison berry.
Poison berries are good. They are delicious.
They're best thing put in your mouth.
It's a weird name. I don't understand the name, though. Why do we call them poison berries? It seems like...
You should know this now. This is old Murfreesboro, history. You're supposed to know this. When this was Cannonsburg, used to be years ago, Murfreesboro was called Cannonsburg, and it was the capital of Tennessee. This is a long, long, long time ago. Mm-hmm. And when strangers would come through the town, they come through and they'd say, these berries look delicious. Can we have some of these? The settlers that lived here, pioneer men, said, no, those are poison berries. Don't eat those, because, that meant more for them later on. Didn't want
so they were still being honest. They didn't have to come up with a lie, because the Bible was still important even back then in these parts.
Yeah.
So people said, well, I ain't lying. We named these delicious berries that we want to keep all for ourselves poison berries.
Poison berries, yeah. That's
so when these Yankees come through, we say, nope, those are poison berries.
That's right. You don't want to waste all that's our sustenance. At the time, you don't want drifters coming through and just going. It'd be like somebody coming through town and going through your refrigerator, something like that, But so we named the poison berries. That's been the name. It's been history, delicious poison berries. But also now, we also got, there's a poison berry festival. Now, there's something different than the poison berry.
That's actual poison berries.
That's educational. That's right. You bring a young
show all the berries.
Don't eat these. These are poison.
No.
That. Yeah. So
I've seen that in school. They used to at the Poison Berry Festival. They put all the bowls of poison berries up, and they look so good. And kids, you cannot eat those. Those are poison.
Bring all the children down there. Bring Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, everything, because they do stuff in the woods. Make sure you know what berries are poison and which aren't. There's poison. The poison berries are fine. That's what we celebrate. But
so the Poison Berry Festival and the Poison Berry Festival, that's going on at the same time?
It's going on. It runs at the same time. They run the Poison Berry Festival is Tuesday, Thursday of next week. And then Poison Berries Festival, that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, you know.
Which is the Poison Berry?
Poison berries are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Poison berries are Tuesday, Thursday. Don't get those days mixed up. Make sure you're on the right day. Yeah,
be sick, man. Yeah, you'd be sick as a dog.
Yeah, it'd be worse than sick.
People have died.
People have died. People have died years. But then that's what we try to have these things to educate people, so that we don't want nobody dying, but you also don't want everybody eating our good poison berries either. So
that's the dilemma.
Yep. Years tradition here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So, yeah, that's our community calendar. Thank you much. Yeah.
Well, Jackie, it is time for the news. All right, and we got a lot of news to get through tonight.
Let me just say something right now. I know you're going to do the news, but this is Evening, folks, and it's Evening Folks News. So if people want to look at the ugliness in the world, they can put it on. There's plenty of channels with that. This is relaxing, nice evening, so I want to have some good Evening Folks News this week. Let's do that for
good news. Yeah. Evening Folks News.
Yeah.
Ease into your evening. Pleasant. Nice.
Good. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, I know all of them out there watching want to hear it too. So
good Evening Folks News. Well, there was a bomb in New Jersey.
Now, what did I just say? What did I just say?
So don't talk about that bomb?
I don't want to hit Evening Folks News. We just went over what that is. That's relaxing, nice news. So
there was a bomb that went off.
Hey, I just told you.
What? It's a different bomb. I mean, it was in the tri-state area.
It don't matter. Let people find out about the bombs and all that stuff somewhere else. It's just evening, whatever bomb it is. I don't care. Either one of them. I don't care which bomb it is.
And what about the stabbing?
All right, just...
do the stabbing?
No, I don't want it. Nobody...
Well, you're really... The polls? What about the political polls, Jackie? Trump way up in the polls.
Oh, hell,
looks like the White House is well within Trump's tiny little grass.
Ain't any kind of news or what? No, that's not even folks news. Let's do that somewhere else.
On the other hand, mathematically, Electoral College have to say Hillary still is shoe-in in the lead. President Clinton again, number 2.
No,
coming right up at you.
I'd rather hear about the stabbing than that. No, that's off. I don't want to hear no polls. I don't want no bombs, no stabbings. Evening Folks News.
You want some good news.
I want some good Evening Folks News to help you. You want to go to sleep, relax in the evening on a good note, not all this stuff. There's plenty of time to read about it, to look at that other places.
Here's some good news, Jackie. I got you. Here's some good patriotic news. Finally, we have a president who was born in this country, Jackie. Turns out, our nation's president. Have you heard of this guy, Barack J. Obama?
I know who he is,
He was, turns out, his whole time, born here in America.
Well,
Now that is some good patriotic 4th of July, Independence Day news. The American president, born here in America. Donald Trump. Have you heard of this guy?
I know who Donald Trump is. Good Lord. Yes, I know who he is. I know. He's a
Donald J. Trump. He took time out of his hotel commercial to let us know here in America that our American president was born here in America. And I think that made everybody, there was a lot of uncertainty.
A lot of people concerned about that. Just wanted to know one way or the other. So, and I know I give Donald Trump a lot of flack and just don't have a lot of nice things to say about him because he's not a nice man, but I give credit where credit's due. I appreciate him. Like you said, didn't have to do that. Could have just talked about the hotel the whole time.
Yep, for hours. CNN probably would have kept cameras on him until, I don't know what time they started this, but they would have gone to like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Do they still do the sign-off and play the national anthem so the football players can kneel?
No, they don't do that at all anymore. No, that's
so they don't set their alarm and get up on the
bed,
TV if they can see the...
If they do it, I'm in bed for then anyway, but I think cable runs all night long.
Is that on Netflix maybe so that people can watch the sign off for the broadcast day and the national anthem and the bombs and the fireworks and the flag? Does that still happen?
I don't know the first thing about it, so I don't know. I don't know about Netflix, what's on there now.
Maybe it's on Hulu.
What is it?
So I don't know how Donald Trump finally figured it out, but for years he has been trying to crack the case and let America know, to bring us some certainty so we can get back to the business at hand of making America great again. Finally, they must have had a breakthrough somewhere. A profiler on the Trump payroll figured it out. Hillary Clinton must be furious because, this whole time she's been saying Obama was born in Africa or Kenya.
Somewhere
a whole list of places.
Yeah.
And Trump finally... Also, it would have been awkward when Trump becomes president in January of next year when he takes the keys from Obama. Obama's got to hand him the keys. That would have been awkward. Trump did not want it to be awkward. He does not... President Trump being sworn in, he did not want that to be awkward.
Yeah.
So when he gets the keys from Obama, they can both stand up there as American citizens and shake hands, and Obama can say, well, I didn't expect this to happen. You're the better man. I guess you won. And Donald Trump's going to go, I know where you're from. I know about you. I know you're American soil. That's what he's going to say. Also, wrapping up some plot threads. It could have been like Lost, Nikki and Paulo, like what happened to Obama being born? But Trump is wrapping up Trump season 1, which was everything that happened up till now. And season 2 is going to be President Trump. So he has a few plot threads dangling. One of them is what happened to him saying that Obama was born in Kenya all the time. And he wrapped that up.
They took care of that, yeah.
American as like apple pie, according to Donald J. Trump. Our next president, according to the polls. And also just because Trump says a thing doesn't mean he can't say the opposite thing tomorrow.
What?
I mean, that's kind of what he does.
That's what it does.
That's sort of his slogan. Yeah. Like, I'll probably say the opposite of this tomorrow. I think that's what he had on the hats at first. So tomorrow, if he's like, you know what, I want to go back to that thing. Do you guys remember there was a time when all I did was talk about Obama being born in Kenya?
Yeah.
Like, I think that got me some traction. That was fun. Can we go back to that?
I guarantee you, if something bad happens, he goes down in the polls. I wouldn't put it past him to try it again. So I was wrong. He is from Kenya, and he'd go right back up. Who knows?
He wouldn't even say he was wrong. He'd just be like, he's from Kenya. Yeah. I've been saying it the whole time. Right. And then Kellyanne Conway have to go on the news and say, like, look, the president was not born in America. Can we put that aside and I know you guys want your little story, but as Donald Trump has said since day one, the president was born in Africa in some form of hut, a Muslim hut.
Yeah.
And we need to make this country great again. There's no story here, but you like to put on your little dog and pony show. So, which coincidentally is what they ate in that village.
Yeah.
Where our president was born. Kellyanne Conway, the normal person on the campaign.
You hear her talk, at least that's somebody, you could listen to, look at, and not...
She's my new hero. Yeah. She may be my new hero. To be able to come off as like, well, she's the smart one, and she's saying this stuff with a straight face, so chilling.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Run that campaign,
Amazing.
See it all the way through, yeah. Well, and now we put that to rest, or I say Donald Trump put that to rest. I guess let's do some sponsors real quick. With those some sponsors on here. I got a good sponsor, a delicious sponsor, if I may say. It's something I love to put in my mouth when I want a little sweet thing in between meals or after meals or however you want to do it. And that's your Dead Granny Soft Cookies. That's right. Dead Granny Soft Cookies. A lot of people in the neighborhood said they saw a drifter that day. They did, yeah. but it's delicious.
It is delicious.
Dead granny soft cookie.
So soft, so
Get some,
good.
put some of that soft in your mouth, and it's sweet too. So
soft and sweet. Some of my favorite things.
Go get you a sack of them. Yeah.
Jackie, I have a sponsor this week that I think you're really going to like. Quiet Funeral Home. Jackie, Quiet Funeral Home. Yeah. Them other funeral homes have got way too loud.
Disrespectful.
Think about if it was you in there. Or your wife. Quiet funeral homes. Nobody wants to go, but if you got to go, keep it down. Oh. It's quiet funeral.
And that's respectful, yeah. I like it. There be more places like
Respect,
that. Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah.
Money is the name of the game. Yeah, it's me. Money is the name of the game.
All right. Well, hope you had a nice evening. We'll try to give you another nice evening if we can down the road somewhere.